Every man hates it, but every man faces it. Women test men not with words, but with silence, attitude, and actions. And here's the dark truth. If you fail those tests, you lose her respect forever. Welcome back to Brainify On. Today, I'll reveal the hidden psychology behind why women test you and how to pass every single time without losing your frame. 1. She tests you to measure your emotional control. Let's get one thing clear. When a woman tests you, she's not just being difficult. She's trying to measure your emotional strength. She wants to know, can this man control himself, or will he lose it the moment I push him? Imagine she cancels plans at the last minute, or maybe she goes quiet for hours after texting you all week. Your reaction in that moment tells her everything. If you lash out, send angry messages, or sulk like a child, you fail. Why? Because it shows your emotions control you, not the other way around. Women are biologically wired to seek stability in men. It's not about money, looks, or status. It's about safety. If you crumble when she withdraws attention, how will you stand firm when life throws real storms at you? Your reaction is her way of reading your strength. Here's the dark psychology at play. She knows the test feels unfair, but it's not about fairness. It's about instinct. She wants reassurance that you're steady, that you won't crack. By ignoring you, by challenging you, by giving you attitude, she's putting pressure on your frame. And the way to pass, simple. Stay calm. Don't chase. Don't argue. Don't explain. Show her with your actions that you're not easily shaken. If she pulls back, let her. If she's moody, don't mirror it. Stay grounded. I've seen men destroy attraction in seconds by overreacting to small tests. But I've also seen men build deep respect by responding with composure. One man I know had a woman test him by disappearing for 3 days. Instead of chasing, he focused on his own life. When she came back, his calm reply was, "I figured you needed space. Hope you're good." That single sentence told her he wasn't desperate. And from that moment on, she respected him more. The lesson: women test men to measure control. Your silence, your patience, your calmness. That's how you pass. Fail the test and you'll always be the man she can play with. Pass the test and you'll be the man she trusts. 2. She tests you to see if you'll chase validation. One of the most common hidden tests women run is designed to see whether you're addicted to her validation. She wants to know, does this man need my constant attention to feel like a man, or does he stand strong on his own? Think about it. A woman may suddenly ignore your texts, delay replies, or even act cold after days of being affectionate. To most men, this feels like rejection and they panic. They start double texting, over-explaining, or worse, begging for reassurance. But here's the dark psychology behind it. The moment you beg for her validation, she knows she owns you. And once she knows she owns you, the respect begins to fade. Why does she do this? Because deep down, women want to feel safe with a man who isn't fragile. If your confidence depends on whether she replies instantly or not, you're not stable. You're needy. And neediness is the fastest way to kill attraction. Picture this. She used to text you every morning, but one day she doesn't. Instead of panicking, imagine you just carry on with your day, hit the gym, handle your work, enjoy life. When she finally does text you, you reply calmly, without attitude. What message does that send? That you don't need her validation to keep your world spinning. And that's powerful. The dark truth is this. Women admire men who can live without them, not men who suffocate them. That's why she too. STSU, she needs to know you're not addicted to her attention. Because if you are, she knows you can't lead, can't protect, and can't stand on your own 2 feet. Passing this test requires discipline. Don't collapse when her energy shifts. If she gives you silence, mirror it with composure. If she delays replies, don't punish her with drama. Just respond when you're free and keep moving forward. This doesn't mean ignoring her forever. It means not acting like her attention is oxygen, because the man who can breathe on his own is the man she'll chase. Here's the irony. The less you need her validation, the more she'll give it freely. When she sees your calm in her silence, she feels safe respecting you. She'll text first. She'll re-engage. She'll even apologize because your strength reminded her of your value. So the next time she pulls back, don't fall into the trap. Recognize the test. She's not rejecting you. she's checking. Whether you stand tall without her constant approval, fail and you'll forever be chasing scraps of validation. Pass and you'll earn her respect for life. 3. She tests you to expose weakness. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Women test men because they want to see what cracks under pressure. It's not always conscious, but it's instinctive. They push to see if there's weakness beneath the surface. Maybe she teases you about another guy to see if you get insecure. Maybe she throws a sarcastic comment to check if you crumble. Or maybe she ignores you in public after being sweet in private just to see if you'll lose your composure. To most men, this feels unfair. But from her side, it's simple. Life will test both of you. And if you collapse over small things, how can she trust you with bigger challenges? Think about it. A man's weakness is often revealed not by how he acts when things go right, but by how he acts when things go wrong. Does he beg? Does he rage? Does he fold? That's what she's trying to uncover. Because if you're weak, she can't fully respect you. And without respect, attraction dies. Let's imagine you're out with her and she suddenly says, that guy over there is kind of cute. Most men panic, they sulk, they get jealous, they argue. But the man who passes the test doesn't flinch. He smiles, shrugs, maybe even says, you've got good taste. I guess that's strength, that's control. That's a man who isn't shaken by a small poke. The dark psychology here is this. Women need to feel that your frame, your sense of self can't be broken. Because when life throws stress, money problems, family issues, or temptations, she wants to know you won't collapse. If she can expose your weakness with a simple comment or a cold shoulder, how will you handle real storms? Passing this test is about steadiness. Don't let her words or silence dictate your emotions. Don't show insecurity where it doesn't exist. Stand tall even in the small tests, because when she sees you don't crack, her respect deepens. 4. She tests you to see if you respect yourself. One of the deepest tests a woman runs is tied to self-respect. She wants to know, does this man truly respect himself, or will he let me walk all over him? This is where women sometimes push boundaries. She may disrespect you subtly, ignore you in front of friends, cancel plans last minute, or throw an insult disguised as a joke. She's not always being cruel. Sometimes she's subconsciously checking if you'll enforce boundaries. Here's the dark truth. If you allow constant disrespect, you fail the test instantly. Because if you don't respect yourself, she can't respect you either. And once respect is gone, love and attraction follow. Picture this. A woman constantly shows up late to meet you. One man stays silent, smiles, accepts it. He thinks he's being nice, but to her it screams weakness. Another man calmly says, I value my time. If you can't make it on time, maybe we shouldn't meet. That isn't cruelty, it's self-respect. And that's the man she ends up respecting. Psychology proves this. Humans mirror how others treat themselves. If you carry yourself with dignity, people respect you. If you let yourself be walked over, they'll keep doing it. Women test this boundary more than anyone because deep down they want to know they're with a man who won't lose himself for approval. Passing this test means drawing the line without anger. Don't scream, don't sulk. Just calmly show her your limits. When she sees you, won't bend your values to keep her happy. Her respect for you grows instantly. 5. She tests you to feel your strength, without words. Sometimes women don't need you to say you're strong. They want to feel it. And one of the ways they test this is by withdrawing, going silent, or pulling back emotionally. This isn't about punishing you. It's about sensing, can this man stay strong in silence, or will he crumble without my affection? If you collapse the moment she stops showing love, it tells her your strength was never internal. It was borrowed from her validation. Here's an example. She usually says good night every day, but one night she doesn't. Most men blow up. Why didn't you text me? Don't you care anymore? But the man who passes the test sleeps peacefully, wakes up and carries on. His world doesn't revolve around her attention, and that strength speaks louder than any sweet words ever could. The dark psychology is simple. Women need to feel a man's presence, not just hear it. Your silence, your calmness, your consistency in the face of her withdrawal, that's what makes her trust. Your strength. So when she pulls back, don't panic. Let your actions show her that your strength isn't borrowed, it's yours. 6, she tests you to see if you can lead. At the end of the day, every test comes down to leadership. A woman wants to feel safe, and safety comes from knowing her man can lead, not just with words, but with actions. So, she'll test you by creating small moments of chaos. She'll say one thing, but do another. She'll act cold when she feels warm. She'll pull baton. Like, just to see if you can stay steady. These aren't random games, they're subconscious checks. She wants to know, can this man guide me through my emotions without getting lost in them himself? Imagine you're planning a date. She says, I don't know, maybe I don't feel like going out. A weak man gets flustered. Okay, whatever you want. A strong man listens but responds with certainty. No worries, I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock. If you change your mind, we'll keep it simple. That leadership calms her storm. The dark psychology behind this is instinct. Women are wired to seek men who can lead them emotionally because life is unpredictable. If she feels you can't lead during her tests, she doubts your ability to lead when it truly matters. Passing this test isn't about being controlling. It's about being decisive, calm, and steady. You don't waver because of her moods. You guide through them, and that more than anything makes her trust you. So remember, women test you for 6 reasons: to measure your control, to see if you need validation, to expose weakness, to check your self-respect, to feel your strength, and to test your leadership. Pass these with calmness and strength, and you'll earn not just her attraction, but her respect forever. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe to Brainify On for more powerful truths about psychology and relationships.